it was cool running into Kevin. Hold on here, sorry. I'm filming on my phone. I don't feel like whipping out the GoPro right now, but yeah, that was not expecting that at all. It was just a fluke that I ran into him, because I was driving by and I noticed that they just put bridges in on this road, and I was like, that's cool. And I just looked over and I was like, no way, is that Kevin? If you don't know who Kevin is, it's Kevin Wald. He runs a pretty successful YouTube channel. I've ran into him a couple times now. First time was down in Rocky Mountain House. Second time in Whitehorse when he first got up here. And now we're kind of halfway between Carcross and Whitehorse. I won't give out exact locations just in case. I don't know how long he's staying for. It depends on when I upload this too. But yeah, that was super cool. But so yeah, we got the truck all set up. I got my solar up right now because obviously it's still light out. Canopy tent that I just bought for this specific purpose, just to have a little extra hangout room, because obviously it's not like a truck camper where you could just go inside if it's turd weather or whatever. And then yeah, we're gonna cook some smokies on the fire. Pretty excited about that. Got some bison smokies. They thawed out on the way up here, so cook up a couple of those, and then we got a little bit of breakfast sausage for the morning. Unfortunately, I work, so I work in the afternoon tomorrow, so I'll be heading out of here tomorrow morning. But I really wanted to try out the setup in here. Obviously, this is just temporary. I'm gonna do an actual build out in here. There's gonna be a bed over there, or sorry, like a counter kitchen-ish setup. I haven't really decided. This is gonna get made into a bed. I'm probably just gonna do a small house futon. And then, yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna ditch the plastic bed liner. I'm gonna do a spray-in bed liner. Sorry guys, mosquito was biting my finger. So, yeah, gonna do a spray-in bed liner, and then I'm gonna frame it all in. There's gonna be shelving on either side up here. Got the diesel heater as well. I don't know if these Milwaukee boxes are gonna stay in there. I might actually take out the back seat of the truck and build it out that way. I think then I could do all the tools and stuff in the back seat. Tools, storages, whatever else I don't want to keep in here particularly. I also have the Rodica Explorer 2. They were kind enough to send me out a unit, of course free of charge for trying it out. I'm not usually one to do brand stuff, but I love showing you stuff that I actually think is pretty neat. Like so far I've had it for a few days now and I've been trying it out. I wanted to try it out before making a video, that way I can give an honest review to them, but also you guys if you ever actually wanted to go with it. I'll get some footage inside of that setup. The wires are a little bit of a disaster right now just because I haven't got the build out yet. Till I get everything built up in here and it mounted. I don't want to finalize anything yet with the wires. So they're wrapped up. They're as clean as they're gonna get in this small little space that they're in. But so far it's been fantastic. So the Rodica is I believe it's called a gateway router. So it's got it's a dual SIM tray, so you could do cellular. You could do 2 different plans of cellular. And then it's got a Wi-Fi or Ethernet setup. So right now I have my Starlink ran into it. So the Starlink is on the roof. And then it's just acting as the dish right now. Right now it's just the dish. So Starlink is right there. These are the antennas. I learned after I installed these are technically supposed to be inside. I didn't know that at the time of putting them on. So I am going to move those. They also come with normal antennas, like an actual internet router that you'd buy for your house. It's basically that on steroids, really. It's just mobile. It's got GPS tracking and stuff. So this is my shore power, which is tapped into the EcoFlow River 2 Pro, which is then powering the Starlink and the Rautica. Them two together only pull anywhere from 20 to 30 watts. I also apologize for flipping around all that much. I just want to really give you a better showcase just because I am doing this on my phone. So I have everything mounted underneath the head of the bed, which you will see in a clip here coming up. I'm going to get stuff. I'm just still setting up camp here, so shuffling stuff around still. But yeah, I so far I think it's a fantastic product. The more I use it, time will tell. That might change. I might love it more. They also offer a bigger antenna for the outside, which is basically what I was trying to do with those stick-on ones till I learned obviously they need to be inside. Those are all 3M'd on, so I gotta get those off. Obviously, that's going to be a little bit of a chore. But yeah, it's pretty neat. It's really easy to set up. It's got an app. Your phone automatically connects to it as soon as you link it with the app. And then you can set your passwords and stuff like that. I still got to get a cell plan for the cellular side of it, so I can't really speak just yet about that. I'm trying to figure out, because of having the Starlink, the cellular is mainly just a backup, really. It's not needed per se. So I don't need nothing too crazy. And being in the Yukon, you're sort of limited. You're really limited to your thing. And sorry, the canopy's trying to blow away here. Yeah, I'm gonna get right back with you guys. I'm gonna fix this just so it doesn't blow away. Although that would make a funny clip, I'd rather not chase this thing down. So I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I think I got it. We'll find out if it tries to blow away again. It's not too bad of a spot, but yeah. So yeah, I'll get some clips of the Rautica and how I have it set up right now, and then as I'm showing that, I'll explain how I actually plan on getting it up in there permanently. Right now it's just in there just to get a feel for the unit and stuff like that. And like I said, so far it's pretty great. And then yeah, we'll go from there. Get some cool river shots maybe. I don't know. I brought the drone with me, so I'm gonna throw that up and see what kind of cool shots we get. So stay tuned for that.
So, as I was saying, I was going to show you guys. So this is the Router K unit. It's pretty small, like it's the size of my hand. But you got dual SIM. This is where my Starlink has ran into it. Excuse me. These are different ports like a normal router would have for, like, say, connecting computers or TVs or whatever. This is marketed heavily towards RVs versus what I got set up here. And I originally got this for my truck camper, which it will eventually probably end up in here, or I'll get another one. Who knows? But it's also got, like I said, GPS tracking in it. Now what the GPS tracking does is allows you to see, like, say you got this mounted in an RV or a camper trailer or something, and someone takes off in it, or takes off with it. You can follow it along and see exactly where it is on a map, which means at all times you know where your unit is, which is super cool. So yeah, I got my Noco plug here. Unfortunately, I drilled that hole for the Starlink cable and then realized I could have ran it with the wires down here underneath, because this doesn't seal completely. You know, oh well, it is what it is. I'll just put a grommet in there and call it a day. So yeah, it's plugged into the EcoFlow River 2 Pro. I'm hoping to upgrade this eventually. I really want to go with a bigger unit. I love EcoFlow products. I also love Blue Yeti products, so I don't know what I'll go with. You know, maybe one day we'll get big enough and they'll send us out something to do a review on or try out, or maybe they got something new. Who knows? Love to work with a company like that, but outside of that, I mean, you know, it's what it is. It's this thing works fantastic. It has treated me well. I had the first one fail on me that I bought in BC a year ago. Something happened with the AC ports. They stopped working and then it stopped charging altogether. They were amazing to deal with. I messaged them, they asked, they gave me some troubleshooting stuff, went through it. Didn't work. They said, okay, send us it back. We'll send you a new one. That's that one. Since then, never had an issue. So I'm thinking maybe just faulty hardware. It happens. It's electronics, right? But so that's the bundle of wires, unfortunately, because everything's so long.
it's obviously designed to be routed through something. Like I am going, 4 feet. That's it. So most of the wire ain't used. But yeah, so that sits underneath the bed. That's all fine and dandy. I think this is a fantastic unit so far. 0 issues. It has worked great. So the stick-ons just thread in. These are all the antenna ports. You got Wi-Fi and then cellular. The normal antennas screw into the same ports, stick out, which obviously didn't work in this case, so that's why I went with the stick-ons. What I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to put the stick-ons here, or even on the roof here, because this is just fiberglass, so the antenna, the signal will still go through it, much like Starlink. Also, check that view out. Isn't that a view? Want to see one better? Oh, window's a little dirty, but epic, 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 epic. And then we have our mountain view, which is not easy to see. But yeah, that's the Rodica. Also, I'm really loving this spot. I really wish I didn't have to work tomorrow. I'd totally spend a couple of nights here, but I think overall it's gonna be a good night. It's not supposed to get that cold. I have the diesel heater with me anyway, but I extremely doubt I'm gonna need it. It's pretty warm in there already, so yeah. Things are delayed with the truck camper build. I'm hoping to get around to that soon. We'll see. I gotta get a trailer for it. I took it out there. Unfortunately, where the jacks were, like I figured it was going to be, the jack where it mounts into the camper was pretty soft. So those unfortunately ripped out. So until I find a trailer, I won't be able to bring it anywhere right now. Here's what it is on that one. But yeah, get a fire here going soon. It's still pretty hot, so I'm just kind of about a fire. Just because it'll be too hot to cook on. But I will cook those smokies. I mean, worst case, I don't, and I save them. Cook them again another day. Not a big deal. I'm off in a couple of days there from work, so save them till then, worst case. And yeah, I'll try and film that one. I think the next adventure is Otter Falls again. Me and my buddy Caesar, you'll see him eventually on this channel time to time. And I think Mark and Kayla are going to be back in time. They're actually on their way back up. They went down south to purchase a truck, and they're on their way back right now. The last I heard, they were in Fort Nelson, so they should be back by then. But yeah, so I believe they'll be with us too. And then yeah, we'll coordinate and see where we want to go. I'm pretty sure it's Otter Falls by the sounds of it, which is a really nice spot. Went there, I want to say a week ago or so, maybe almost 2 weeks. I can't remember. Either way, went and checked it out. Beautiful spot, beautiful campground. Found a few free campgrounds along the way in that were also super nice. If you don't follow my Instagram, you should. That's where I post most of my content. I'm still working on the YouTube side of things. I need to get in the groove of doing them. I was doing well for a while and then kind of fell off that wagon. I'm hoping to get enough, subscribers and stuff that I could start making an income. I don't expect to be able to do it full time, but being able to get even, a little bit of money from these videos would be super cool, because I could put that money into more adventures or upgrades for adventures and stuff like that. Um, that's all I'd really want the money for. Like, I don't expect to get rich off YouTube. Don't get me wrong, it'd be rad to make enough to do this full time, like Kevin and Vic and all those guys, the big guys do. Um, Another little plug for Kevin and all them. If you don't follow them, give them a follow. They make really good videos. Literally spent almost an hour talking to Kevin just by running into him out here, which was so unexpected. Like, I was coming out here to come camping, and then so where I am, there never used to be bridges across the river. And all of a sudden I noticed, I'm like, whoa, there's bridges. And then I looked over and I'm like, whoa, there's Kevin. And I literally backed up and went in, and I was like, hey, sir. And I don't know if he recognized me right away. I didn't have the canopy or anything on this truck when I met him in Whitehorse either, and obviously the hat and stuff. But super cool guy to talk to. He's not like a lot of big YouTubers where they don't like talking to people and they just kind of want to, they're just like, yeah, very blunt. He's super friendly dude, super awesome to talk to. And he's been doing it for a little while. He said this is his third summer now, so may as well say 3 years that he's been full-time on the road doing this. Started talking to him about his truck and upgrades and stuff like that, normal talk. Yeah. Also didn't know this, but apparently he used to own one of these 6.5s too. The more you know. I know these 6.5s get a really bad rap, and that's mainly just because the PMDs in these guys, which is your control module for like your fuel and all that stuff, they like to go bad really bloody often. I haven't been cursed with the nightmare PMD after PMD after PMD. That said, I would like to delete it. So what's on these is called the DS4 pump, which is the PMD one. What I would like to go with is the DB2, which is the older one. It comes in like the military Humvees or the first 2 years of these trucks. 92, 93. Yeah. So 92, 93, they had the mechanical injection pump. So if you know anything about vehicles, you know the famous P-pump Cummins and how a lot of people will take a 24 valve and swap a P-pump to it. A P-pump, like an injection pump, that's that kind of swap. Same idea, just different setup. You swap it out to the mechanical injection, and then you don't got any of that nightmare to worry about. And then, I'll keep building this one out. And still tinker with the camper. Hopefully get a start on that soon, but I don't know. Maybe I'll just save up and get a bigger one. Time will tell. Time will tell what I do with that. I haven't really decided. I do really love that camper, but it needs love. It really needs love. But yeah, I am gonna just chillax here, enjoy the view, enjoy the sound of the water. And then as soon as it cools down a little bit more, which should be soon because like it's 8:14 p.m. right now, I'm gonna start the fire, cook some of those bison. There are local bison smokies. Super good food if you're ever up in the Yukon. The Zucchini River Ranch. Gotta check out their pies. All their food is really good. Obviously it's all homemade, so don't expect it to be like Snyder's price. You know, it's more expensive. It's not ridiculously expensive. It's just more expensive than what your standard stuff would be. But it is so much better than anything store bought like that. But yeah, I'm gonna start uploading more. I promise. I promise. You can hold me to that. Whether it be little videos, big videos, I'm just gonna go with the flow. Whatever sticks, sticks, and I'll keep going with that. So yeah, like, subscribe, comment if you wish. I'll see you on the next one.